And we're back here on the Owls Media Network after a 4-2 loss to Fitchburg State. I'm here with Coach Bobby Rodrigue. First question for you. You guys on the power play tonight let up 2 shorthanded goals. What do you guys have to do moving forward to kind of fix that and kind of keep the puck in your own offensive zone?
Yeah, I think as far as those 2 power play turnovers go, that's just one of those things that happens. You know what I mean? Like our power play is actually very good, and sometimes that happens. Their penalty kill was a little more aggressive today than it was when we played them down there in December, so it bit us a couple of times. Obviously, we regret it now. You give up 2 of those and you lose by 2.
Yeah,
that tastes tough.
Yeah, absolutely. Second question for you. We were talking about it on the broadcast, but you guys kind of looked like 3 different teams in 3 different periods tonight. First period it was like, okay,
pretty
decent.
Good. Yep.
Second period was kind of a disaster.
Yes.
And then the third period, you guys really turned it up.
Yep.
What do you guys have to do to kind of make that a consistent, level instead of kind of being up and down and then getting yourselves down and that sort of stuff?
I was going to ask you that. That's the $1 million question. we just had to talk about that with the boys downstairs. It's, finding some consistency and, part of it is, and it's been second periods for us a lot where the guys will sort of go off and do their own thing a little bit. And, we can be a team that's very, very hard to play against. And in the second period tonight, we were not. We were very easy to play against. And that has shown up like that period probably 5 or 6 times this season in different periods. And it's bitten us every single time. We can look at our record and look at our stats and see exactly where it happens. So it's just a matter of, when you've got such a young team, you look at, I know Friday or Saturday we started, 6 freshmen on the ice, so it's just when you're a young team like that. I think we had 4 to start tonight. So that's what they got to work through. Right.
Yeah.
And so, unfortunately, sometimes you got to give up a goal and be the dog, and sometimes you got to lose a game to learn that lesson. So, the good part is, as much as the guys worked hard and wanted to win this game, as long as they learn lessons from it, we're okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And one more question for you. You guys are heading up to Buffalo State on Friday. That's a pretty big game outdoors. What are you guys doing to prepare for that? As Buffalo State's a pretty good team, and what are you guys going to prepare to move forward with that?
Yeah, so I think we're going to look at tape from this weekend because the first period against Wenwick and the third period tonight, I thought we were outstanding. And the other 4 periods, 2 of them we were so-so and 2 of them we were not good. So it's just a matter of really talking with the guys again about identifying those traits and those habits about being hard to play against. It can get confusing for players because sometimes they'll work really, really hard and think that means they're hard to play against, and they're working so hard that they make themselves easy to play. We had too many overhandles today. Yeah. When you think about how many pucks we turned over inside blue lines, those are guys working really, really hard and just not making good decisions.
Yeah.
So I think that for us is we do a lot of video work with the boys, and then it's on them. Right? They've had good victories. They've had some tough defeats. They've had good shifts. They've had good periods. They've had bad periods and bad shifts. And so it's just a matter of, when you've done it enough times, it shouldn't really surprise you anymore. And sometimes you can kind of see it and feel it. We had a really good vibe before the game. We felt really good about the way the guys were looking and feeling in the warm-up. And then in the first period, we felt okay. And then the second period, it felt bad right out of the gate. So, they've got to learn themselves a little bit. They've got to figure themselves out and figure each other out. And then, going into the game of Buffalo, it's just a matter of trying to be consistent. Not too many highs, not too many lows. Just keep plugging away because when they do that, they're really good.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time. Good luck on Friday.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks. We're going to have some fun out there, I think.
We'll be right back here on the Owls Media Network.
Awesome. Thank you.
This is Paul Sullivan of Sullivan Tire Company. We're thrilled to be sponsoring the Keene State College Athletic Program, supporting the Owls. No matter what the sport is, in Division III, they are legendary. What a great academic institution, liberal arts school, in a beautiful part of New England. So let's go, you Owls. And remember, at Sullivan Tire, we're always here to get you there. Thank you.
When we put this uniform on, we're preparing to serve our home state of New Hampshire. We serve part-time in our own communities and for our families and friends. In any emergency or disaster, you can count on the soldiers of the New Hampshire Army National Guard to be there. Our mission here at home is to make life better for everyone, and the benefits we earn help us improve our own lives. Learn more about part-time service with the New Hampshire Army National Guard at nationalguard.com/NH.
Folks, today's game on the Keene State Owls Media Network is brought to you by the New Hampshire Army National Guard. Visit nationalguard.com/NH or call 1-800-GO-GUARD. New Car Nissan of Keene, your premier new Nissan and used car dealership near Keene. Discover the new car difference. American Steel Fabricators. Visit americansteelfab.com. Fem Family Dealerships, the tri-state area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, locally owned since 1986. Fieldstone Land Consultants, a professional engineering, land surveying, and environmental services company serving New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Vermont, and Maine. The Melanson Company, commercial and residential roofing since 1932. Engelberth Construction, we build relationships for life. Sullivan Tire, located on Winchester Street in Keene. We are always here to get you there. Noise Volkswagen, we look forward to guiding you on your Volkswagen journey. And by the Best Western Plus Hotel, located at 401 Winchester Street in Keene. Owls fall in a tough one today, 4-2 to Fitchburg State. A couple of shorthanded goals being the difference in that one. Keene State will have about a week off, or a little under a week, to prepare for Buffalo State on Friday on the road. That should be an interesting game. Of course, will not be on the Owls Media Network, but remember to join us later at 7 o'clock as Keene State men's basketball takes on Middlebury College on the Owls Media Network here at Keene, here at Spalding Gym. For Ryan Goodwin, for everybody, for Ryan Otterson, for everybody else on our crew today, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next one.
That disaster mode.
Yeah, just too little, too late. Carney ends up in the box. It's not going to matter anyway. Fitchburg gets, I guess, what you call kind of an upset win here on the road today. 4-2 over the Owls on Martin Luther King Day. And they snap finally their 6-game losing streak and improve to 8-7. The Owls fall to 7-9-1 and snaps their 2-game win streak.
You have been watching a Keene State Athletics broadcast on the Owls Media Network. Please tune in to our next broadcast and thank you for watching.